Okay, can't put it there.
So I can't put it there. But I can put it, I guess, here.
The game we were playing is Milestones by Stronghold Games. It's a game where you're settling an area. Well, technically, you're expanding that way.
Yeah, the game definitely changed as it progressed, because at the beginning there's very little that you can do because you haven't expanded. As soon as you can start expanding out, then you have more and more options of where to expand, because at the beginning you can only really kind of go out in a straight line, but then as you build more different things, then you can expand out and start getting those bonus tiles. So the game really ramps up kind of mid-game to the end game. The beginning takes the longest to get through, and then you can get to the end pretty quick as everybody can go any which way.
As far as player interaction, it's very light.
Yeah, it's very minimal.
It feels very solitary in how you go about creating, because pretty much everything you do scores points.
Yeah, so the best you can do to mess up somebody else is to take a better spot that they might have gone for, but it's really hard to judge what another player is doing because they have a different setup than you, so they're not necessarily going to take the same actions you are. So even if you take a very high point spot, there's no guarantee that they were even going to go for it in the first place. So you are building out pretty much solitarily, and the best you can do is maybe get in each other's way. A house must always be placed within a free triangle lot which has a street on one edge.
All you have to do is basically...
I think this game definitely has a learning curve, and in fact I would say for me to feel comfortable with the game I'd have to play it 2 or 3 times. So I definitely felt like I was learning it better as the game progressed, but there's still aspects that I haven't fully grasped, so I need to play it again.
And I was the one who won, and I felt I started doing better when I got to the realization that it works better if I don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, I think I was overthinking quite a few of the aspects because we're used to more of the harder Euros where you really have to plan ahead. And in this game, if you plan ahead, you'll trip yourself up because what you're trying to plan ahead for, you won't necessarily be able to do in the future because you will lose resources and you'll lose workers as the game progresses.
So stay in the moment.
Stay in the moment, just plan what you can do for that turn and build something, because if you build anything, you get points, and that is what moves the game forward.
I wish what you build did something other than score you points.
Yeah, everything you build, you score point, and then it's just there, and the only thing it serves a purpose for is to build off of it in the future. So what you've built...
But you can only build off the markets.
Or the end of roads.
Yes.
So there's a lot of limitations on how you can build and where you can build, but then as soon as you've built it, it no longer really matters in terms of the game.
Yeah, and I would like to, because whenever I have a game that I build something, it's usually you build it and now it gives you something, some benefit, it changes the game in some way. This one takes up space. It would be good to have a basis in Euro games, but it's not going to be for the hardcore gamers who want to go for heavier themes like Agricola or Elabora La Havre.
It's definitely a much lighter game. Those who probably like area control, because this has some light elements of area control in the way that you spread out. It's not so much who controls what, but trying to get to the best spots before other people do.
And a good thing to mention is the reason why you'd probably want people who like Euro games is because the theme is very light.
Yeah.
I won, so I'm fine with it. But her?
I can't even talk.
Me? I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'll play it again. She complained a lot. I'm not sure I can even talk to her about this game. She'll have nightmares about this game. She'll want to play other games just to avoid this game. I won, so I'm fine with it. But her?
I can't even talk.
Me? I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'll play it again. Why not?